Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rooted in Wisdom. It's a full moon in Aries today, October 17th, 2024. We've actually passed the actual full moon, but I still wanted to get this out. It's been a bit busy here. Obviously, the energy has been a little bit crazy. The workbook and the blog are both out, so you're able to see it. But now we're going to check, be able to chat about it. So this is an energy here that we need to embrace, that is bold. It is healing and an emotional release. This full moon in Aries is not only just a full moon in Aries, it is conjunct Chiron, who is in Aries. So that's like an interweaving of energies. And then you got it, Mars in Cancer, who is square to both the sun and the moon, which I will show you on the chart in a little bit here. So let's just dive in and, start talking about it. So the full moon in Aries brings powerful energy, get that take action, releasing emotional baggage. There might be some tempers out there as well. So, like Renee's earlier um posts that she had done on our Facebooks and all our social medias and that, she said, don't energetically throat punch anybody. Or do energetically throat punch, but just don't, act on your anger physically. This is a lot for some people. So as Aries is a fire sign, and then you have that Chiron who's the wounded healer. So Aries does encourage you to be bold and courageous and independent and, reminds you of your strength. And then you got Chiron who influences and reveals to you your old wounds for healing, which Mars in Cancer, who is squaring the moon and sun, like I just said, is creating that tension between emotions and actions. So it's best to think about, before you end up acting. So, uh, some great journal prompts for reflection. Also, remember, go to our blog that has the workbook in it, and you can get even more. Use what resonates with you. I mean, some of these will not resonate with you, and they may not at all resonate with you, and that is okay. And remember, this is not just for your sun, this is also for your rising and your moon. They're your big three. And, at any point in time, you just never know where you might be feeling that need to, heal. So explore themes of healing, action, and emotional balance. This is also a time of new beginnings. But what wounds are surfacing for healing? Where have you been holding yourself back? And then how can you balance your emotional needs with bold action? I'm always being told myself by Renee, just tell that person to fuck off. Like, every now and then, I'm always so worried. I have a moon in Libra, so I am worried about what other people think. It is something that I tried so hard to work on, and this is a time that I really do need to remember as we will go through the horoscopes, like your own value and your worth. So, full moon releasing ritual. So, if you feel called to it and resonate with it, a simple ritual to help you release what no longer serves you is just write it down on a piece of paper and then visualize it if you're able to under the full moon. If not, do it inside. It's okay. The energy is all still there. And then, safely burn the paper where you can. If you have a bonfire going on, great. If not, do it just, in an area that you know that you can contain it and yeah, or visualize it. Set the intentions of it actually burning and you can just tear it up and rip it. And, it'll be the same significance of burning. So affirming your strength though. Action steps for moving forward with this energy. So after releasing healing, it is also that time to take those bold steps forward. Aries does have this energy that is all about action. So, this is a great opportunity to set clear intentions and move with purpose. So, one of your steps can be identify three bold actions that you've been hesitating on taking, but feel are essential for your growth. So, if you've been getting that little nudge from your intuition, this might be the time to use it if you feel so called for. Step two, write down the first step you can take today for each goal. they don't have to be big. Small steps get you to to your goal faster, as you don't miss those other steps in between. Like if you're like a kid, you end up taking like 2 or 3 steps at a time going up the stairs, but you miss that penny or dime that's on the stairs. So therefore you're not that much richer, right? So take those small steps. Don't think that you have to take big ones. And step 3 could be set a deadline for completing these actions and harnessing Aries momentum to keep moving forward. Aries does like to get things started, and this would be a great one to do. So an example action could be start a new creative project, and your first step there would be spend 30 minutes brainstorming some ideas. Like, what do you like to do? What is your passion? What have you been wanting to do? Like, where are those nudges? What nudges have you been having? Some affirmations for the full moon in Aries could be I release old wounds and step into my power. I am brave and trust myself to take bold action. I heal my past and create a new future with courage. I balance my emotional needs with confident action. Okay, so here is the chart roughly, when it was the full moon. So the moon is over here with Chiron. Chiron is at 21 degrees. He is retrograding right now. And then you have the sun over here. It is being surrounded a little bit. The only one that's really conjunct is Pallas. So Athena, and she's about action and, justice, or she's about justice. So remember to have that balance. Stop before, and think of what you're doing and go forward. And then here you can see there is that square, and you follow my pointer and it leads right up to the Mars in Cancer. So it gives you these two square, to the moon, Chiron, and the sun as well. So that is, Mars is all about the body, physical. It rules Aries. And then you get it in Cancer, who's all about the emotions. So you definitely need to take a step back, feel into your body and into the emotions of what you're feeling of this, full moon energy. And it is a hunter moon. So we're also taking action right now because we are in sun, and the sun season is in Libra. So it is starting to focus on letting go and releasing. Think about Mother Nature, like she is showing us in all her glory, especially here where I live, how beautiful it is to let go. Even though it can be hard, it is a good time, to release the beauty. There is so much beauty in it. Um, yeah, we had a huge frost today, and that just it's kind of like a resemblance of how we sometimes would fear, because it's how we would feel possibly, when we go to release. But when you watch the beautiful, the beauty of the um colors, and just the crunches of the leaves and the foggy, time, moments. I love walking through fog. It just has that, beautiful, it allows you just to be in that present moment instead of constantly searching forward and looking ahead. It gives you that veil. And that veil also is lifting up too as we are getting closer to Halloween's. So yeah, so there would be the chart. Excuse me. So Aries, your theme for this new full moon is healing your identity. You are all about, you, and that is a good thing. So as this full moon is in your sign, you are being called to face any wounds or that are around your self-worth and how you express your true self. So this would be a great time for you stepping into your authenticity and healing the parts of yourself that feel vulnerable. And remember, don't shy away from acknowledging your deeper emotions. You're not used to feeling your emotions, especially if you have it in your sun sign. So definitely take that time just to allow yourself to step back and feel those emotions. So it is a key to your empowerment. Remember to look at your horoscope for both your sun, moon, and rising. I will remind you constantly on each one of these. Your affirmation is, I honor my true self and embrace my vulnerabilities as strengths. Where have I been hiding my true self, and how can I step forward with confidence? Okay, Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. This is for you. So, releasing past emotional baggage. So, with this full moon, you will be highlighting your old emotional patterns that are ready to be released. We sometimes think that if we keep the old things, it's great, but remember, it's like food, it does go stale after a while. So, why would we keep the decaying? And, it's good time to release, even if it is a little bit hard at first, but it does have beauty afterwards. So it is a time to let go of past wounds, particularly those tied to security and stability. Embrace the discomfort of change and knowing that release what no longer serves you will make a space for something better. Your affirmation for this full moon would be, I release the past and welcome emotional freedom. And your prompt is, what emotional baggage am I still carrying in, and how can I gently let it go? Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. Healing, it's about healing your communication style. Communication is key for Gemini, so encourage you to heal wounds around how you express yourself and connect with others. This could be a time that you are holding back or speaking without vulnerability, so now is the time to be more authentic and open in your conversations. Remember, don't get stuck in your head too much, as you could. So I communicate my truth and with clarity and compassion. And how can I express my true thoughts and feelings more authentically in my relationships? Cancer. So your theme is healing emotional boundaries. Remember your sun, moon, and rising, and this is how you emotionally charge during this full moon. So you guys are all about the feelers. You definitely feel a lot. So the challenge is to heal wounds around emotional boundaries where you might have given too much or kept too much to yourself. So now would be the time for you to find that healthy balance between caring for others and protecting your emotional energy. And a great affirmation for you to say is, I honor my emotions by creating healthy boundaries. The prompt that you could use if you decide to journal or even just reflect is, where can I establish healthier emotional boundaries in my relationships? Leo, healing self-expression. This is a big one for you. So you do love to shine. So start to look at where you may have dimmed your light. You're ruled by the sun. You need to have that light. So old wounds around self-expression, creativity, being seen may come out or come to the surface for you. So now is the time to heal those wounds and reclaim your power to express yourself fully and joyfully. So an affirmation that you can use is, I express my creativity and light without fear or hesitation. A prompt is, what fears have held me back from fully expressing my creativity and passion? Virgo, sun, rising, and your moon. Healing around perfectionism. So, Virgo, this full moon will shine a light on your relationships with perfectionism and self-criticism. You do analyze a lot. So, with Chiron's influence, it will encourage you to heal wounds around feeling, whether you're feeling good enough for others or yourself and whatever you are doing. So, it is time for you to release pressure you place on yourself and maybe even other people, and embrace the beauty of imperfection. So I release the need for perfection and accept myself as I am. How can I show myself more compassion and release the pressure of always needing to be perfect, which is a great journal prompt for you. Libras. So we are still in the sun season, so this is a good one for you, whether you're a sun, moon, or rising, especially if it is conjunct with any of your things. So healing and relationships, it will illuminate your relationships, particularly where this has been imbalanced or unspoken wounds. So Chiron encourages you to heal old hurts in partnerships, whether romantic, familial, or friendships. So it will be a time to seek that harmony But first, you must confront the truth of your own emotional needs. Are you taking too much for yourself or you're giving too much of you? So a good affirmation for you would be I create harmonious relationships by honoring my own needs. And your prompt is where have I compromised too much? And how can I restore balance in my relationships? So, Scorpio, we are coming up to sun season with you guys. Not quite yet, but healing hidden emotional wounds. This will stir up some deep hidden emotional wounds that you have kept buried for some time. So it's time to bring them in, into the light and begin the healing process. Renee's been going through this. She has a moon in Scorpio. So there's been a lot of release for anger that has been coming up for her. So she's been able to release it. And you're known for your ability to transform. So this is a great time for you to use it and release those old emotional pain and embrace renewal. Affirmation, I bring light to my hidden wounds and transform them into strength. And then a great journal prompt would be, what old emotional wounds am I ready to confront and transform? Sagittarius, so you're healing confidence and your authentic self. This full moon will bring attention on how you show up in the world. You are being asked to heal any insecurities around your personal expression and confidence. So this would be a great time for you to, reconnect with that sense of adventure and let go of any fears holding you back from fully embracing who you are. So remember to boldly, like an Aries would, express your authenticity and release the need for external validation. A great affirmation would be, I trust my inner light and express my truth with courage and joy. And your prompt would be, what fears have been holding me back from fully stepping into my authentic self, and how can I reclaim my confidence? Capricorns, sun, moon, and rising. You're healing emotional foundations right now. So your Capricorn, you're going to be shining a light on the emotional foundations of your life. You maybe feel the pull to address old wounds related to security, family, or unresolved emotional baggage. So it's a great time to build stronger emotional resilience and allow yourself to feel rather than suppress. Don't keep pushing those emotions down. It just gets stuck in your body, and you don't want that because it can either cause sickness, illness, whatever, obesity. So release control and open up to the healing process, knowing that the emotional strength comes from vulnerability. And your affirmation for this full moon would be, I allow myself to feel deeply and build emotional foundations rooted in strength and vulnerability. And a good journal prompt would be, what emotional patterns or family dynamics need healing, and how can I create a stronger emotional foundation for my future? Aquarius. So you're healing that inner circle, and you may feel called to heal within your closest relationships and friendships. So you might be confronting wounds related to trust or feeling misunderstood by those closest to you. It's a time to release old hurt and reconnect with your tribe. So in your authentic way, not in the way that you feel your friends need you to. So healing comes when you allow yourself to show that vulnerability and then to be open to deeper connections. And then an affirmation for you would be, I am open to deeper connections and heal through authentic, loving relationships. And your journal prompt is, where have I been holding back from true connection with my inner circle, and how can I open myself up deeper to deeper relationships? And then the last sign of the astrological chart would be Pisces. And your theme is healing your sense of self-worth. And remember, it is your sun, moon, or rising. And it's highlighting your self-worth and how you value yourself in the world. So it is time to heal any old wounds relating to your self-esteem and how you perceive your value. So the key is to embrace your uniqueness and release the tendency to compare yourself to others. Healing does come when you trust in your worth, independent of external validation or comparison. And your affirmation would be, I embrace my inherent worth and trust that I am vulnerable just as I am. And a good prompt for you is, what old stories or beliefs about my self-worth are holding me back? And how can I begin to rewrite them? Just a reminder with this full moon, and what we've given you here. Take what resonates. It's not meant for, if you do need to go and seek help, as such as a counselor, this would be a good time for you to go do so, or any time is really, to be honest with you. So take that step and that journey. It is self-care, and it is very encouraged. So we do have a new course being launched, and it's called Reawaken to You, and it is that journey to your own authenticity. So you get to discover your true self. It is $144. It is already launched. The link is all in our bios, in the description below. We will help you learn how to align with your soul purpose, build a deep, authentic relationship with yourself, reclaim your authenticity and release what no longer serves you, and cultivate that self-awareness and spiritual growth. And remember, this is all, how you take it and resonate with you. We all learn at different rates, and we may not all be able to open up, but we at least have those tools. So designed for those ready to reconnect with their soul's journey and live with purpose. So hopefully you'll take that first step forward to your more authentic, empowered you. Remember those baby steps. And yeah. So I hope you've enjoyed, and we will talk to you guys again shortly. I will be coming on with the Sun in Scorpio. Take care all, and happy full moon in Aries.